In this section, what we're going to do today is talk about the 9-inch trowel and the microfiber pads, loop that go with the trowel. We're going to talk about the charging system, both the system that you put your pads in and your bucket that you dilute your chemical in. And then, of course, we're going to use our wall chart to determine how much solution to put in the charging bucket with the product. Hello, I'm Dave Thompson. I'm the director of the Academy of Cleaning Excellence. And what you've just now learned is that there is a way to apply your cleaners, your disinfectants to your hard, flat surfaces in a different way than what you might have before. Just making it short and sweet, we're going to use our measuring bucket. There's lines on the sides. Be sure that you use the side that has the gallons or the liters. I'm going to use the gallons today. And according to the chart that I looked at for 10 pads, which is what we're going to use today, I'm going to use a half a gallon of solution. So I have my chemical dispensing unit here. I'm going to put in a half gallon of solution into my container. And there we go. We would have about a half gallon of diluted solution from my mixing unit. What I'm now going to do is I have 10 pads in here. As you can see, these are our pads. I'm going to put this half gallon of solution into this container. And we're going to take the lid and we're going to snap this lid on firmly. Now this is something that you always want to make sure you do. As we say when you're handling chemicals or you're doing the job of cleaning, processing rooms, you always want to make sure that you have the appropriate PPE on. You see today I have over the wrist nitrile gloves. In your location, you may use a mask of some sort, or you may use goggles or a face shield. This will be up to you and the chemical that you're using plus the environment. Now, I will also caution this. You never know what surface that you're going to be touching as far as what contaminants may be there. So I always recommend the minimum is that you should be wearing gloves to protect yourself as a frontline worker. Now what we've done is we've put our product in here, and we're going to take this, and I have made sure my lid's on securely, and I'm going to turn it upside down. What's happening at this point is I'm charging all of the pads with the cleaning solution from my dispenser. Now you can use this to apply cleaning solutions, sanitizers, disinfectants. This is simply a delivery system for the product that came out of your dilution control unit. Now, depending on how many pads you put in here, we just used 10 for this demonstration today. You could use up to 20 pads in here. You're going to then take this, you're going to turn it back over, you're going to take your lid off, and now your pads have all been pre-soaked. You can see the liquid dripping off. May have used a little bit more, so you're going to have to kind of use the amount of solution that you want on the pad depending on how wet you want the surface to be whenever you use the product. So what you're going to do now is you're going to take the pad out, you're going to put it onto your holder, and you're going to apply it to your surface. Now, one of the things that we're talking about here is this is a student desk, as you can see. What surface should I clean first? What surface should I clean last? My advice is you do not mix between the surface here and the surface here. Two different surfaces, amount of soil. So right now I'm only concerned about my desk tops. So I'm going to apply this in one motion, going one direction. What you don't do is you don't rub back and forth. What that does is simply the pad collects the soils and redistributes them. So you want to make one pass. So you see how quickly I did that. That's what you're going to do to each student desk. Now the pads that are charged with your solution should do about 10 to 15 desktops with one pad. Now that is considering that there's no visible soils on those surfaces. If there is, use your judgment. Now, in order to clean this part, I don't want to take this pad from here and go to here, because the student's hands are usually touching this, they're moving the chair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my soiled pads and I'm going to throw them into my soil bucket. So once I've used this to dilute my product, I now use it to collect my soiled pads. So now I take another pad and put it on here, and what I would then do is I'd go through and clean all of my student seats. And when you do this, you always want to use the same thought pattern and clean from the bottom up, because that's from the lightest soil to the heaviest. Don't clean here and take this down to the seat. So if I'm doing that, I'm going to clean the seat down here, and then I'm going to come up and clean that. As you collect your used pads and you've taken them off of your trowel and you put them and transferred them from your surfaces you've cleaned to your soiled bucket, these will be collected in here for later laundering. Now there's a complete list of how to launder on one of our Academy courses of understanding microfiber. But basically with laundering pads, you're going to use them in your solution, you're going to launder them, and you're going to put them back into your pre-treat bucket for treating later. Typically we do not dry these, we let them air dry. The whole thing here is to continue to reuse the pads from your cleaning solution to your soil surfaces into your gray bucket. Launder those separately is our advice from all of your other microfiber. We don't want to use the tabletop pads and launder those with our floor pads. You don't want to launder the blue pads with the red pads. They're all color-coded for reasons, and that'll come up with another course. So we thank you for joining us here on our course on how to use a 9-inch trowel, the pads, the pre-treat system from Triple S and Gym Supply. Make sure you take a course here from the Academy of Cleaning Excellence to understand more.